can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay, yeah, my name's Alan Bellman. I work for Stanley. Marvel Comics was known as Timely Comics. Worked here for several years, worked for Lev Gleason Publications, and I freelance quite a bit. And I started working in October of 1942.
Really? So what comics have you worked on?
Captain America, Human Toys, Submariner, a lot of crime stories, war stories. Everything Stanley threw at me, I could do.
Do you still work on these comics?
No, I only draw for the fans.
Oh, okay.
And I have fans practically all over the world: Australia, Germany, Belgium, Canada, and of course the States.
I'm sure you have a lot of fans at JapanMinute.com as well. I'm sure you have a lot of fans at JapanMinute.com as well. So, did you know about the Captain America movie before it was
I know very little about it. See, I go back and forth with Stanley on email, but I never asked him, when is the movie coming out? He answered me. I mean, I worked for him, I know him 60 years. Goes back a long time.
What was the first comic you worked on?
Well, I did backgrounds. I started doing backgrounds for Captain America. Then, a few weeks, then they gave me a script to pencil and ink called The Patriot.
So, what comic do you believe you enjoyed most working on?
Well, I created a comic strip called Let's Play Detective. And what can I tell you? That's my favorite. It was a whodunit.
Right,
Well, look, we never knew, and I never realized that I would be at this stage of my life drawing pictures for fans.
Right. Do you enjoy visiting these conventions and drawing?
Yeah. You know, it gives me opportunity to speak to the people, sell some of my drawings. It's good getting away from it all, you know.
Did you work on any of the side stories to some of the major comics, such as?
Could you explain me a little more explicit?
Such as how Captain America or Batman have separate stories for their side characters, like Robin has his own stories and comics.
No, it never came to that. I worked mostly for Marvel.
Right.
You know, drawing for the people who I'm now meeting who were reading comics in the 40s and 50s, it's always a pleasure when they come to me and say, I remember reading your work, and they mention names of stories I did before, and they were not jesting, they were serious, because many of the comics had titles. And it wasn't always superheroes, war stories, romance, western. But what it was all fun. It was a great life. And I'm enjoying myself right now.
Alan Bellman, everyone.
You're watching JapanMinute.com. Alan Bellman signing off. Gentlemen, take care.
My name is Sinn Bohdi. You might have seen me as Kazarni on SmackDown on WWE last year, and traveled the world as a professional wrestler and as a circus sideshow performer with WWE, with TNA, with Jim Rose Circus.
So what got you into wrestling?
When I grew up, it was all wrestling and comic books. It was what I grew up on, and wrestling was sort of like real life superheroes to me, superheroes and supervillains. And when I grew up, I mean, you know, somebody wants to be a baseball player, an actor, an astronaut, a fireman, pro wrestling.
So I watched your show earlier. So when did you decide to do things like that? What got you into that?
I was a very artistic little kid. I was a very introverted little kid. I had a lot of time with my imagination. and clowns and everything. And the circus always fascinated me and scared me when I was a kid, and I really like to master what I'm afraid of.
Right. Do you have any other wrestlers that you admire?
I was mentored by Jake the Snake Roberts, who completely scared me as a child, and I was lucky enough to be trained by, wrestle, and we are very good friends to this day.
Okay. Do you have anything you want to say to the fans?
Yes, if you enjoy good entertainment, crazy entertainment, fun entertainment, then I would suggest you check out the Full Contact Freak Show, Sinn Bohdi, and the Dynamite Death Monkeys. And that all the information for all of our shows is at myspace.com/Dynamite Death Monkeys, and Monkeys is MONKIEZ. And stay tuned for our October 30th Devil's Night Party. It shall be fully insane, the funnest, most evilest, craziest event of the galaxy. We will have zombie dancers, we will have metal music, we will have professional wrestling, full contact freak show, magic, illusions, and a costume contest with lots of prizes and celebrity guests. So stay tuned. You are watching JapanMinute.com. This is the Kazarnival freak, Sinn Bohdi, saying, open your eyes, open your ears, start laughing, enjoy life. Life should be a parade, not a rat race. I just thought I'd let you know what was on my mind.